akaire antana jabe paide vaire antakaran kite bilalahe take antana pain jaye ehu antana jana koe bahut kahi bahut hoye bada sai hai pucha thao uche upar ucha nao bada ucha hove koe jis uche ko jane soe David up jane apap nanak nadiri karmi date Antana seviti kahanangde antana karane denangde antana vekan sunangde antana jape kyaman mangde antana jape kita akaire antana jape paide vaire antakaran kite bilalahe take antana pain jaye ehu antana jana koe bahut kahi bahut hoye bada sai hai pucha thao uche upar ucha nao bada ucha hove koe jis uche ko jane soe David up jane apap nanak nadiri karmi date Antana seviti kahanangde antana karane denangde antana vekan sunangde antana jape kyaman mangde antana jape kita akaire antana jape paide vaire antakaran kite bilalahe take antana pain jaye ehu antana jana koe bahut kahi bahut hoye bada sai hai pucha thao uche upar ucha nao bada ucha hove koe jis uche ko jane soe David up jane apap nanak nadiri karmi date Antana seviti kahanangde antana karane denangde antana vekan sunangde antana jape kyaman mangde antana jape kita akaire antana jape paide vaire antakaran kite bilalahe take antana pain jaye ehu antana jana koe bahut kahi bahut hoye bada sai hai pucha thao uche upar ucha nao bada ucha hove koe jis uche ko jane soe David up jane apap nanak nadiri karmi date Antana seviti kahanangde antana karane denangde antana vekan sunangde antana jape kyaman mangde antana jape kita akaire antana jape paide vaire antakaran kite bilalahe take antana pain jaye ehu antana jana koe bahut kahi bahut hoye bada sai hai pucha thao uche upar ucha nao bada ucha hove koe jis uche ko jane soe David up jane apap nanak nadiri karmi date Antana seviti kahanangde antana karane denangde antana vekan sunangde antana jape kyaman mangde antana jape kita akaire antana jape paide vaire antakaran kite bilalahe take antana pain jaye ehu antana jana koe bahut kahi bahut hoye bada sai hai pucha thao uche upar ucha nao bada ucha hove koe jis uche ko jane soe David up jane apap nanak nadiri karmi date Antana seviti kahanangde Antana seviti kahanangde antana karane denangde antana vekan sunangde antana jape kyaman mangde antana jape kita akaire antana jape paide vaire antakaran kite bilalahe साहिब ऊंचा था ऊंचे ऊपर ऊंचा नाव एवढा ऊंचा होवे कोई जिस ऊंचे को जाने सोए जेवढा आप जाने आप नानक नदीनी कर मीडात अंतना से विधि कहना अंतन करने देना अंतन वेतन सुनना अंतन जापे क्या मन मंगते अंतन जापे कित आकार अंतन जापे पार वार अंत कारंग देवल लाए ताके अंतन पाए जाए एहु अंतन जाने कोई बहुत कहिए बहुत होए बड़ा साहिब ऊंचा था ऊंचे ऊपर ऊंचा नाव एवढा ऊंचा होवे कोई जिस ऊंचे को जाने सोए जेवढा आप जाने आप नानक नदीनी कर मीडात अंतना से विधि कहना अंतन करने देना अंतन वेतन सुनना अंतन जापे क्या मन मंगते अंतन जापे कित आकार अंतन जापे पार वार अंत कारंग देवल लाए ताके अंतन पाए जाए एहु अंतन जाने कोई बहुत कहिए बहुत होए बड़ा साहिब ऊंचा था ऊंचे ऊपर ऊंचा नाव एवढा ऊंचा होवे कोई जिस ऊंचे को जाने सोए जेवढा आप जाने आप नानक नदीनी कर मीडात अंतना से विधि कहना अंतन करने देना अंतन वेतन सुनना अंतन जापे क्या मन मंगते अंतन जापे कित आकार अंतन जापे पार वार अंत कारंग देवल लाए ताके अंतन पाए जाए एहु अंतन जाने कोई बहुत कहिए बहुत होए बड़ा साहिब ऊंचा था ऊंचे ऊपर ऊंचा नाव एवढा ऊंचा होवे कोई जिस ऊंचे को जाने सोए जेवढा आप जाने आप नानक नदीनी कर मीडात अंतना से विधि कहना अंतन करने देना अंतन वेतन सुनना अंतन जापे क्या मन मंगते अंतन जापे कित आकार अंतन जापे पार वार अंत कारंग देवल लाए ताके अंतन पाए जाए एहु अंतन जाने कोई बहुत कहिए बहुत होए बड़ा साहिब ऊंचा था ऊंचे ऊपर ऊंचा नाव एवढा ऊंचा होवे कोई जिस ऊंचे को जाने सोए जेवढा आप जाने आप नानक नदीनी कर मीडात अंतना से विधि कहना अंतन करने देना अंतन वेतन सुनना अंतन जापे क्या मन मंगते अंतन जापे कित आकार अंतन जापे पार वार अंत कारंग देवल लाए ताके अंतन पाए जाए एहु अंतन जाने कोई बहुत कहिए बहुत होए बड़ा साहिब ऊंचा था ऊंचे ऊपर ऊंचा नाव एवढा ऊंचा होवे कोई जिस ऊंचे को जाने सोए जेवढा आप जाने आप नानक नदी कहिए बहुत होए बड़ा साहे पूछा था ऊंचे ऊपर ऊंचा नाव ए बड़ा ऊंचा होवे कोई जिस ऊंचे को जाने सोए जय बड़ा आप जाने आप नानक नदीरी कर में दात अंतना से विधि कहना अंतन करने देना अंतन वेपन सुनना अंतन जापे क्या मन मंगते अंतन जापे किदा आकार अंतन जापे पार वार अंत कारण किते बिललाए ताके अंतन पाए जाए बेहू अंतन जाना कोई बहुत कहिए ऊंचे ऊपर ऊंचा नाव ए बड़ा ऊंचा होवे कोई जिस ऊंचे को जाने सोए जय बड़ा आप जाने आप नानक नदीरी कर में दात अंतना से विधि कहना अंतन करने देना अंतन वेपन सुनना अंतन जापे क्या मन मंगते अंतन जापे किदा आकार अंतन जापे पार वार अंत कारण किते बिललाए ताके अंतन पाए जाए बेहू अंतन जाने कोई बहुत कहिए बहुत होए बड़ा साहे पूछा था ऊंचे ऊपर ऊंचा नाव ए बड़ा ऊंचा होवे कोई जिस ऊंचे को जाने सोए जय बड़ा आप जाने आप नानक नदीरी कर में दात अंतना से विधि कहना अंतन करने देना अंतन वेपन सुनना अंतन जापे क्या मन मंगते अंतन जापे किदा आकार अंतन जापे पार वार अंत कारण किते बिललाए ताके अंतन पाए जाए बेहू अंतन जाने कोई बहुत कहिए बहुत होए बड़ा साहे पूछा था ऊंचे ऊपर ऊंचा नाव ए बड़ा ऊंचा होवे कोई जिस ऊंचे को जाने सोए जय बड़ा आप जाने आप नानक नदीरी कर में दात अंतना से विधि कहना अंतन करने देना अंतन वेपन सुनना अंतन जापे क्या मन मंगते अंतन जापे किदा आकार अंतन जापे पार वार अंत कारण किते बिललाए ताके अंतन पाए जाए बेहू अंतन जाने कोई बहुत कहिए बहुत होए बड़ा साहे पूछा था ऊंचे ऊपर ऊंचा नाव ए बड़ा ऊंचा होवे कोई जिस ऊंचे को जाने सोए जय बड़ा आप जाने आप नानक नदीरी कर में दात अंतना से विधि कहना अंतन करने.
Okay, Sadnam, good morning. So we're getting ready for some cleansing that we do every summer, our annual melon cleanse. And those of you who are in the Southern Hemisphere, we've been getting some questions. Is it a good idea for you to do the melon cleanse? If you want to, if there's melons available, if they're out of season, we're going to post a cleanse that we did a couple months ago that has some other mono diets. that you can enjoy if you're not able to get the melons, or it just doesn't feel like the right thing for you, depending on, you know, how cold it is and stuff. So you could follow along with us with some of these other mono diets. We did a 5-day mono diet, different mono diets every day, back, I think, around... It was pre-solstice, so we'll repost that so you can also join us if you're in a place where you can't get these melons. So today we're just gonna kind of get ourselves set for going into it, because it's a spiritual experience. Have any of you done it before? Did you do it last year? It's powerful, and if you're considering it, I would suggest it. You just are always our advice. Binge on weird stuff. You know, we tried to do a pre-cleanse this time. We hope you're following along with that, because it does make it easier. But what most people do is just, you know, binge on something weird before they have to do the 5 days. Let's just be honest, you know what I mean? And then just go into it, and you suffer for the first day or two because you didn't do the pre-cleanse. But that is one way. Everybody has to have their different way. That is one way to do it. So it's not too late, even if you didn't know about the pre-cleansing, it's not too late to jump in. I love these kind of food-based cleanses because it pulls a lot of the noise away. You're not taking supplements. In fact, unless you have a prescribed medication, of course, take that. But it's actually recommended to kind of take a break even from your supplementation. Maybe you still take a little vitamin D or whatever you're taking to boost your immune system, but less is more with these things. You can eat as much as you want, so there's no restriction on how much you eat. And it's just simplicity. And there's something about the simplicity that really allows for space of some revelatory experience. And doing it together is very fun too. Some people already started, so they're a couple of days down the road. So it's possible. There is proof that there have been humans who have lived through this experience. So we'll kind of get prepared, get the body-mind system prepared for this. There's something about kind of pulling away things that are just making things more complicated and going to a nice, simple way of eating and digesting that affects the subtle body very deeply, but it also affects the brain, because everyone is completely overloaded with information, and that overload also creates an overload on the nervous system, an overload on the digestion, an overload on the emotional system, overload on the psychological systems, and this is why we're seeing some of the things that are happening to people on the planet right now, where, you know, 5-6 months ago, we were dealing with a lot more. It was we'll call it a thin veil of sanity, but, you know, thin on the planet. Most people were on one side of that thin veil of sanity, but a lot of people are having a very difficult time right now, psychologically processing, emotionally processing, the loneliness, the alienation, the fear of the future. So something like this is a way to just kind of take all of that away, take away some of the noise of input, because what you're inputting in your mouth is also part of the media input, the input of who you're spending your Zoom time with, or who your company you're keeping. You have to understand, we're trying to get back to the basics of spiritual laws, but the company you keep and the information that you're taking in affects your psychomagnetic field, and it affects the way that you are able to kind of maneuver. And we talked about this during this lockdown kind of experience, this lockdown consciousness, and what's going to happen this fall and this winter. And, you know, we're going to be going through waves of this consciousness and how it's affecting the planet in all sorts of different ways. So we're in it for the long game here. And so there's a certain type of endurance that is required. But one thing that we have been talking about is that you have to understand how much negativity and how much information that has a negative frequency you can take in before you start to get leaky gut syndrome. So it's the same thing about how much junk food can I eat before my system. And a lot of times, we all did this, a bunch of cleansing in July and part of August. And so we're having that annoying thing that after you do all that cleansing, it's like you have like I had one bite of an Impossible Burger the other day, which is definitely, why is it impossible and it tastes just like meat? I don't know. It seems really shady. But I had one bite of that, and then all night long I was so parched because of the sodium, because your system kind of resets like that, which is annoying. So your amount of negativity, or the amount of kind of media information that you can take in over the period of a day may kind of ebb and flow. So you have to be aware of that as well, that you may be more open, more sensitive. And this is why I told my women's groups, my invitation to you during this melon cleanse and this reset of the brain, because the melons help the brain, is take down your recreational screen time by as much as you can stand, basically. Because if you do a digital detox along with the spiritual aspects and the physical aspects of this detox, there is something very magnificent happens. A lot of space is created. But just on the general, you need to know how much negative information can I take in? What are we putting as negative? Well, does it make you feel better when you take the information in, or does it make you feel worse? Let's just keep this very, very simple. Do you feel more scared? Do you feel more doubtful? Are you questioning more of, what you're up to, or what's happening in your life, or what's going to happen to the planet Earth, or does it make you feel better? Now, it's important. I mean, certain things are important to educate ourselves on, and some of that stuff is a little bit, can be a little bit difficult to look at or pay attention to. One of the things that I think we, and Barbara Hank-Clow and I spoke about this. I'm going to talk to Maria Chandler after this class, who was one of Nancy Reagan's psychics. After class, I'm going to interview her. Really interesting woman. I've had her on Reality Riffing before, and she reached out and said that she had gotten some information we need to know. So why am I telling you this? What was I talking about? Huh? Oh yeah, Barbara Hank-Clow. So Barbara Hank-Clow, the last time I interviewed her, thank you, good job everybody, pop quiz. She said that she was looking at the astrology of the end of 2020, she said we're gonna have some major food shortages. And I've been watching this very closely. This is something you should pay attention to. This is something you should pay attention to. We got the systemic issues that both people who have food insecurity and the food shortages, this is going to be an interesting time. So these are things you should be paying attention to. And again, you have to kind of understand and take in as much as you can to allow for the information to actually be something that you can do something about, rather than it being debilitating. And it's the exact same thing with how you eat, what you eat, how much you eat. These things are all connected. It's input and output, as we put it yogically. How much can you put in without the system overloading, and consequently how much is releasing out of you, and how good are you at releasing things that either don't matter, or don't matter right now, or never mattered. That's a good one. How good are you at releasing the things that never mattered? Which a lot of this psychological backup is because you're holding on to a bunch of stuff that it doesn't matter, it never mattered, it's not going to matter, and it's just weighing you down psychologically, emotionally. That's this kind of addiction to the past kind of stuff. And that's why we do this addiction meditation, which we'll do in a moment. So how much can you handle putting in, and then how quickly is the body metabolizing, the body, mind, all the bodies, metabolizing and clearing out. This is, in yogic terms, the prana and the apana. And most people have an apana backup, which means that they're constipated either emotionally, psychologically, actually physically, or in any of the other spiritually constipated. The constipation can happen in all 10 bodies, subtly constipated. So the subtle constipation, which is what you deal with when you change your diet a little bit, creates a numbness and an insensitivity, and that's why people who watch violent movies they have much more kind of ability to watch those types of movies, where people who don't and watch something like that, it's really kind of jarring to the nervous system. You build up kind of a backup of numbness from just watching those images and that stuff, and so you're not as sensitive to it. So when you start to create an increased sensitivity, which one way of doing that is through this kind of spiritual yogic cleansing experience. There's lots of ways of doing it, but one way of doing it is this. You're just going to notice way more real time what your actual ability to take in and release is. And what we want to do is increase your ability to release, increase the aponic power, because then you can take in more without getting overloaded. We get that? So your system can metabolize more, and that's what we want, because we need that kind of strength and that kind of veracity and endurance to deal with the times that we're in, and the times that we're focusing on certain aspects of some of the challenges, but because we're classically, the population is controlled to look at things short-sightedly, we're not looking at the long-term aspects, and we're not playing the long game. And we want this, so that's the reason why you do cleansing, is you want the body to work. You're playing the long game, so that, into your chronology, the body is working in a more a stable and efficient way. Same thing with every other part of your life. And my invitation to you during this time is, where are you playing the short game? Where are you being short-sighted? And where do you need to kind of expand your sight in terms of, how can I create more of a pace? How can I create more endurance? How can I have more of a long-term kind of vision in my everyday ability of making priority and making my days what's important to me, my values, using the long sight to do what is kind of a short-sighted, just get through the day. Okay, so we'll work a little bit with this cleansing experience today, and then we'll go into the 5 days, and it's all complimentary. We made a big, you have to buy the melons, we made a big, beautiful book for you that you can and that you can download. And, it's like the medical medium he has those recipes, and one of them is watermelon fries. And you're like, what's this? And it's just like watermelon cut up like fries. I'm like, I know what a fry is, and this is not one, okay? So we have some of those recipes that are just like, cut the cantaloupe up differently just to, amuse yourself, and you waste some time while you're sitting around belly aching because you're hungry. No, you may be experiencing not being that hungry. That is, and you may experience that you are going to be hungry. So here we go, off to the races. Bring the palms together, please. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Guru Inhale. And then exhale. Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Angure Name. Jugan Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Angure Name. Jugan Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Angure Name. Jugan Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Okay, this is the index finger and the middle finger. We're opening and closing it. And I've gotten some cute emails about people in their relationship with their artificial intelligence. Just keeping it positive, you know? Want to praise my Alexa so she doesn't turn against me and create a hater Instagram page. Artificial intelligence. You gotta, keep it positive. So that intelligence meditation, we've been doing this for a while, and you're just opening and closing these fingers. And we're doing it because we want you to have, a sense of humor with the times and a certain type of clarity, so you can discern what's going to be something you put your attention onto and how you're going to maneuver your life.
viti kahna ante antana karne denna ante antana vetin sunanna ante antana jabe kyaman mante antana jabe kita akare antana jabe paida vaide ante karan kite nalai take antana pai jai antana jana koi bohta ke bohta oi
Wide and tight with the fingers. Oh, mouth breath. Sorry, inhale, open, exhale, close. You're inhaling, your fingers open, and exhaling, close. I got excited. So you're still breathing through the nose. Inhale, open, exhale, closed. Now wide and tight. Oh, mouth breath. Inhale. Hold the breath, squeeze the muscle fiber, create the kind of energy you want to experience. Command it. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Roll the shoulders, the neck, the jaw. Inhale and exhale. Fingers into the pads of the palms, thumbs rest on the temples. Squeeze the back molars. You're squeezing, you're pulsing the back molars. You're vibrating sa, ta, na, ma. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, wonderful. Let's do some cat-cow. And cat-cow does a lot of things for us, but one thing that it does that we don't talk about as much is that it constitutes the nervous system from too much kind of damaging substances. So whether that's drugs or, medical marijuana or all that kind of stuff. It's a little hard on the nervous system. The alcohol is hard on the nervous system. So this reconstitutes the nervous system from that stuff so you can just get stronger. Good. Inhale and exhale. Exhale, press back, forehead to the ground, palms together. inhale. Exhale. And come all the way up. Okay, we're gonna sit in easy pose, and we're gonna start to just kind of cleanse the lymphatic system and the digestive system here today. So the fingers are on the top of the head, and then the thumbs are closing off the ears. So you kind of place the thumbs on the ear opening, and then the fingers are on top of the head and the elbows are open. And then you're gonna inhale left, twisting left, and then center, exhale, inhale right, exhale center. So it's a 4-part movement. And you stop in the center each time. So stop in the center each time and breathe. Coordinate your breath. Close your ear opening with your thumbs. Twist and breathe. Good, keep going. Good. Now inhale, center. Stretch the spine. Pull the mula bandha. Stretch the elbows. Stretch the heart. And exhale. Now you're going to bring this thumb to the pinky mound. It's called Mercury Mound. We're gonna inhale 60 degrees and exhale switch, and it's just nice and powerful. Alternate, really stretch the elbows, please. Push, pull. And you're gonna start to go so fast it becomes a breath of fire. If you're pregnant, you'll just do long, deep breath. Good, go a little heavier. You're stimulating the lymph glands in the chest, the breasts, the armpits. So important. Now inhale both arms up and really stretch the spine, the heart. Press the Mercury mound, focus at the third eye point. Create this elevation. And exhale. Okay. So a lot of what we're doing is to stimulate the dead cells to be released through the lymph and through other systems of the body. But this next one is particularly for the lungs. You got to keep the lungs in shape. And I was at one of my band of witches and wizards and doctors and mages and magicians yesterday, and a merry band, I have to say. And she was just talking about, the stimulation of the lymph and the stimulation, particularly of the, women doing the breast massage. You got to get yourself together on this. If you have breasts, you need to massage them. Wherever you land in the thing, you got to massage the breasts, and we recommend in the cold water with a little bit of whatever oil you have handy. Besides, I wouldn't use Wesson canola oil, or what was that stuff that came, like the lard that came in the Crisco. No Crisco, but any other kind of oil that you have handy. Doesn't need to be fancy, and you get, there's you don't even have no technique. You just get the lymphatic system going. Okay, so this is helpful for that as well. Okay, these are hands, and they're gonna come up and over the head like you're kind of splashing water over the head, and then they come back down, and we'll inhale through the mouth wide like this, and then exhale down. So both hands, powerful breath, up and down. There are a lot of dead cells in the lungs. A lot of mucus does not come out, and the cleansing system of your lungs is not working properly. The lymph glands are not doing their job, and as this continues throughout your life, it ultimately creates disease which cannot be cured at times. And thousands of years ago, there was a saying, when anything above the navel point goes wrong, it's almost always a more difficult problem to solve. Below the navel point is an easier problem to solve. So we just want to move this breath, the apana, it's that exhale, your ability to clean out your body, your mind, clean out your physical environments, clean out the kind of people you're hanging with, kind of information you're taking in, how much negativity you're participating in. It only hurts you. Go faster. hold and stretch. And exhale. Good. And then the thumbs again are going to come to this Mercury mound, the pinky, and close like this. And then these arms are out like this, and they're going to come up above, back to the horizon and below. It's a 4-part movement. Inhale, exhale. Coordinate the breath. This is for the ways that you've overstimulated your system. So the coffee is the stress. This also can help if you done a lot of cocaine. You know who you are. We love you anyways, it's fine. This repairs you. Give me about 40 seconds. Inhale and stretch. And exhale. And come right to the frog squat. Heels together, toes apart. And you're just going to inhale up and exhale down in the frog squat and go at your pace. Do it for a couple minutes, see how many we can get in. Originally, it was 180 they did. I don't know about all that. It's been a long 2020. You may have spent a lot of time on your couch, so just do your best. Fingertips pressing into the ground. Inhale up, exhale down. 20 seconds here. Just good deep breath. Press your fingertips into the ground. Breathe as deep as you can. Now inhale up, parallel the feet, hang over the legs, take an inhale, exhale, stretch a little bit, couple breaths here. Inhale, exhale. And come down on your back, bring the legs up in the air 90 degrees, legs come up both. And you're gonna bicycle the legs here. So they're like you're bicycling a unicycle. The legs stay high and you're bicycling just in a round from all your days in the circus, you know. Long deep breath. Get the circulation in the legs. Inner thighs. This is the lower lymphatic system now we're working with. See if you can deepen the breath. In about 20 seconds, those of you who are not pregnant, not on your menstrual cycle, and can physically do it, we're going to continue the movement in shoulder stand. But for everybody else, you can just stay right here, okay? Good, and take an inhale and come to shoulder stand if you want to, and keep going and cycle. Really push and pull, get the circulation to the glandular system. Long, deep breath. How much more breath can you get into your lungs, the blood circulation, into the thyroid, the parathyroid, the brain? Good, and now take an inhale and exhale. You're gonna bring one leg back towards the ground. That's a half plow, one-legged plow, and then switch. Inhale and exhale.
So we stand now to see the earth rise, holding our hearts in these times. Let go of all.
Stretch the legs, stretch the back. This is for your organs, your glands.
Let it rise up. like the sunbeams, unafraid to believe now in this dream. All protection, all the earth seedlings, all generations can go on breathing. Behold the light now in you, let it rise up and let it come through. Behold the light now in you, let it rise up and let it come through.
Now inhale both legs and plow. And exhale, roll down. Draw the knees to the chest. Inhale. And exhale.
Let it rise up, let it come through.
Now rock back and rock forward and come all the way up.
Children left now all alone. They will find a rock, they will find snow.
You're going to put the left hand in front of the right, palms facing out here. Sit up tall. And you're going to chant Hara Guru, Siddhi Guru, Waheguru. 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 Hara Guru. Exactly. Hara Guru, Siddhi Guru, Waheguru. 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 Now we're going to begin to move with it. So Hara Guru is going to be 1/3 of the way down, Siddhi Guru, and then all the way down for Waheguru, so as far as you can go, and then we'll come back up. Hara Guru, Siddhi Guru, Waheguru, and up. Hara Guru, Siddhi Guru, Waheguru. 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 Hara Guru Sri Guru 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 Waheguru. Hara Guru Hara Guru Sri Guru Waheguru. Hara Guru Sri Guru Waheguru. Hara Guru Sri Guru Waheguru. Now stay down and have the forehead just kind of touching the hands. And begin breath of fire.
Look to the depth of our eyes, not skin. Connecting with our soul and the power within. Unite all the voices together, we sing now. It's the birds now joining in. Behold the light now in you. Let it rise up, let it come through you. Behold the light now in you. Let it rise up, let it come through. Even children left now all alone. They will find a rock, they will find a stone. It's one world responsibility, and all rivers are made from streams. We all can feel this home. Healing starts with you. Even if this world now is breaking, you can bring a light vibration. 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 You can bring your light.
Inhale. Hold the beam this light into the earth that is in crisis, needs our prayers. We need her prayers for us. And exhale and stay here and just pray, please, the way that you pray, however is meaningful to you. Make a prayer now, a collective prayer, a personal prayer, a collective blessing, a personal blessing. The greatest power of the human is power of prayer. Okay, wonderful job. Feel free to go to our social media and join us in this 5-day cleanse or any amount of it. And if you're a Rama TV Live member, stay tuned for my exclusive interview with Maria Chandler. Satnam.